Hi, dear ones. Welcome to the Temple Steps. I am so grateful to spend this time with you for this transmission. And let's just take a moment to connect and see what wants to be seen. The Temple Steps is a public gathering where we can all connect about the different cosmic events that are happening or important topics that support us in our spiritual development and our personal development. So I'm going to light some incense, and I do this to infuse some good energy into our space and to protect our field as well. Whenever we go into any activity, it doesn't matter what it is, it's always wise to tune in and check in about what energy that we are creating and what we would love to infuse into the activity. This is a Pisces lunar eclipse, and Pisces reminds us that the divine is available to us at any time. And it is so easy to forget because we go about our lives and things happen, and it's so easy to remember that, to remember the things that have happened that have caused us pain and to forget that we are divine. So on this Pisces lunar eclipse, we are learning about what is completing in our lives. This is a cycle that wants to be seen and recognized, something that is being asked for us to see it and acknowledge it and to let it go. And we may not know exactly what that is yet or how to do that. And that is just fine. The thing about completion is sometimes it can be hard to complete something because that means that it's time for something new. And the something new could be a new way of being. It could be a new chapter in your life. And for a lot of us, maybe it's even a new book, not just a new chapter that you're starting. And that can be scary because of all the character development and the new choices that you get to make, and how much, even if we don't love the things that we are grasping so hard to not let go of, it is our comfort zone. And we can be afraid of what we do not know, and that's when we have the illusion of control. So if you are live with us, go ahead and say hi. I love knowing who's here. And just as a reminder, in these sessions, while There may be some of us who are live and some who tune in later, and the later could be days from now, weeks from now. We are all contributing our energy to this collective field. So go ahead and say hi. Stephanie, I'm so happy that you're here. And Sally, I see that you're here. Donna, I see that you're here. Hello. And a few others as well. That is wonderful. Ruby, I'm so happy you're here. Tamika, hello. Yes, it is a crazy eclipse week. Sometimes it can just feel so intense. Like there is just so much that is happening, and it's okay to rest. It's okay to take a break. Sometimes I laugh about how I plan these things during eclipse time, when what my Pisces self would love to do is just rest and be in that dream space. But this is a temple steps, and this is a public gathering to support all of you who feel called to be here, to navigating with love and with trust and with confidence. And that is the heart of what I facilitate for others, whether it's a gathering like this or a group session or a one-on-one reading or mentorship or a Clarity Portal membership. That's where I channel the different energies that are happening throughout the week, astrology and otherwise, and where I just tune into what wants to be felt and seen. So again, that you can navigate with that love and that trust and that confidence. Okay, so let's all take a deep breath together and just arrive. Again, when we start new activities, it's always wonderful to look at where our energy is, where it is presently. So taking note of how you feel and connecting with what has been coming up for you lately, and how you feel in this moment especially. It could be emotionally, physically. This is always great information for you to know. And I'm going to just say a quick prayer. And it's not religious, it's just to center all of us. Oh, dear divine, thank you for being here with all of us on this Pisces lunar eclipse. I ask that everything that comes through me is authentic and accurate and in service to everyone who watches this, and that it supports them in navigating with love and trust and confidence. And dear ones, if you're here, whether that's live or you are watching this at a later time, take a moment and pause and set your intention for this session. What would you like to feel and receive as a result of being here? And let's all just take a deep breath together and release. So I'm guided to tune in with the animal kingdom. As I was speaking about before, this Pisces lunar eclipse is very much about completion. And sometimes when we're about to begin a new chapter, we can get scared and we can hold on to those old standbys of fear, like the illusion of control. This is what I know. I don't know what it's going to be like in the future. Or being attached to how things happen or how they don't happen. when we're in the illusion of control, we can very much be into micromanaging the process. And what Pisces teaches us and reminds us is that there is a divine mystery, and it doesn't always make sense to our human minds. So maybe what you have been moving toward is moving toward you, and it's just coming together in a way that may feel a little chaotic. And don't micromanage the path. Right now, you could know, like you could say, I know exactly what it is that I'm asked to let go of. It could be a behavior of yours. It could be how you approach things. It could be an actual relationship dynamic that you're in, or a role that you play, and it is time to let that go. And not only is it time to let it go, but it's time to choose how you will walk with this. So take note about what comes up for you as I say that, and I am shuffling this deck. I'm working with the Colette Baron Reed Spirit Animal Oracle deck. We work with this one quite often in the Clarity Portal. I love to connect with what our anchor and ally energies are for the week, so that we can feel into these energies and be supported as we move forward. So the card that comes in is Rabbit Spirit, with the message, now is a lucky time, and number 49. 49 in the human design system, this is a gate of revolution. And you are asked to revolt for love, and to stop being in service to fear, and to start being in service to light, and through the portal of your heart, love. Rabbits let us know that it's okay to jump to joy, and that a rebirth, because rabbits speak to us through the season of spring, a rebirth is what is needed right now. And for that rebirth to happen, and for these blessings and this prosperity to come in, you do get to let go. So think for a moment. What are you feeling guided to release or let go of? And as for the lucky time, we have Jupiter. Jupiter is the planet of abundance, wisdom, and expansion in the sign of Leo right now, which is our south node. And so much is lighting up for you in terms of how you allow yourself to be seen, and the expansion that you are being asked to move into. But it does come with something that it's time to release. And this can be around your own power. It can be about you being afraid to share your heart and to move through something. It could be that maybe you're in your fear and you've been a little too self-absorbed and absorbed in only that rabbit hole, or that fear portal of all the things that could go wrong, instead of looking up and seeing the world and all of the flowers and abundance that is around you. And back to the number 49, the gate of revolution. The North Node right now is in Aquarius, and Aquarius is here with us in this revolution where we think about things differently, where we are really guided to move into the unknown. And this eclipse in Pisces is offering us this opportunity to get there through our intuition, and to radically trust that process. So let me know what comes up for you around Rabbit Spirit. And Rabbit Spirit is also letting us know that you can be afraid and you can be scared, but you do have support, and it is time for you to run, not away, but to run toward what it is that you feel is calling you forward. So I'm going to check the comments here. Y'all are pretty quiet today, and that's all right. So let's go into our next space here. I'm tuning in and listening for what's next. Instead of just diving into a collective reading, I am asked to give us an energy healing to assist us in integrating these energies and moving through this energy. So if you will, and I see Ruby says, moving quickly, making decisions quickly. Wow, that's amazing. Yes, things are moving so fast right now. We have Uranus, who's really like lighting a fire and fanning the flames for us to move forward on things. Lots of opportunities right now that we are guided to jump on and say yes, and not do that from this place of like fear, but this place of it's time. Kelly, I'm so glad that you're here. Welcome. Yes, Trey, I did hear about Dolly, and not about Tim Curry or Peter Cullen, but I did hear about Dolly, and what a wonderful, beautiful soul, and all of the wisdom that she taught us about moving through that portal way of the heart with her genius and in her own way. Wow. Lots of current events happening right now. I was reflecting on the news of the floods in Nepal and Tibet, and there is just so much healing that is happening in the world, and Mother Earth is really moving some things through. So we send blessings to all impacted by this. So Tamika says, feel a bit in limbo, the noise around nothing specific. So, yeah, and that is completely normal to be at the crossroads and in the threshold of what's next. And you don't have to rush into anything just for the sake of rushing. We get to trust that what is meant for us to move toward, we will know it when the moment is right. So if you're feeling that limbo or that waiting period, that is still a lucky time. Sometimes a rabbit needs to just be in the bushes and wait for the right time to leap across the field. So totally fine. So let's take a moment. I'm guided to do an energy healing on our collective field that we have. So let's all take a moment to just take a deep breath in and out. And immediately as I tune into our field, I see a huge hourglass. And those grains of sand are coming down, and at times it seems really fast, and at times it's very, very slow. And a few things come in about how time is something that we will often feel like we don't have enough of. We can be in scarcity about it. It can move fast. It can move slow. And yet it's here for all of us as we live in these human bodies. And something is completing. And whether you know what that is or you don't know what's next right now, this is something that the words that are coming in is there's nothing to worry about. There's nothing to fear. It's all being arranged. And this is a reminder that there is so much that is happening beneath the scenes right now. So much that is happening on the other side, and so much spiritual support that you have. And it's often the times where we feel like nothing is happening. That's when this integration is taking place. That's when we're called to really go within and to take that deep dive. I'm seeing a swan right now, and she is reminding us that it is safe to go deep and that we are growing into someone beautiful. And the beauty has always been there. And what I'm seeing is there's this opportunity to allow in more of your light, more of your soul gifts into this present moment, into the future moments that you have. If you would like this, say yes, say yes, say yes, and it is so. There are opportunities for you to expand. There's nothing to fear, and it is safe to let go. We don't need to cling to the past. We don't need to wish things are different. What we have is now, and it's right in front of you. It's right here. And so it is. I'm seeing energy healing go throughout our collective grid. This energy is divine love, and she is intelligent, blessing your energy field, our collective field together. Blessing your cells, balancing your field. I see the wolf who comes in to remind us that yes, you are an individual, and yes, you are meant to be in a pack, and the pack gets to be of a higher consciousness to match your consciousness. The codes of aligned community, divine friend, conscious community, and sovereignty are in this field. If you'd like to accept it, say yes. And now we ground. I'm putting my feet on the ground. Rabbit Spirit reminds us that now is a lucky time. I feel the presence of peace within the grid, and I hope that you feel it too. And of course, thank you to all of the animal spirits and the guides who supported us in that. Thank you. Okay, wow. So let me know if anything came up for you around that. I'm going to pull 3 tarot cards to assist us in grounding this energy from this healing, and for us to really be in this energy of this Pisces eclipse, trusting that what needs to leave is leaving, that it's safe to let go, and that we are to trust in the divine mystery, that this is an opportunity for more light and more love to be in all parts of your existence. I'm feeling pretty floaty, but I am a Pisces, so this is this is my eclipse. Super fun. Okay. So what I'm seeing here, I have the Hierophant, I have the Ten of Cups reversed, and I have the Two of Swords. So what's coming in immediately is a lot of traditions and establishments and things that we used to rely on. They are changing significantly. We see it happening everywhere. We see it happening globally with schools, with healthcare, with the individual's relationship to the government. We see it happening in religions, and a lot of what was the foundation of our human existence, it is ready to transform and change. And that can feel really scary. And it's for those of us who are tuned into this field, we are awakening to the oneness and the connection, the unity, that new earth, that spirituality, that vision that is coming in, and this unknown. And we can find that again in our daily life, in those daily moments, within ourselves and with each other. But if we look at everything, we can see, well, we're not there yet. And this is because these systems are changing, and it can feel very it can feel unsafe to be in it, because it polarizes so many people, like people who are clinging on to the past, who are wanting things to be a certain way, who are using aggression and dominance and fear for things to stay the way they are. And you may notice for yourself on a personal level things that maybe used to be okay, relationships that used to be okay, but there's something within you that's like, I am on a different path now. And you're asked to just be guided to honor that and to trust this mutation that's happening. And we are in it right now, and it's going to open up and become more and more of what it is evolving into. And what that is up to us, not because we have to do all the things, but because, and we can do all the things if they're aligned, but because this is about our being and our energy and letting our soul into our daily lives. And that's very different from how any of us, well, maybe some of us grew up this way, but most of us did not. So just making that choice and being okay with things changing and leaning in, because that is going to help things evolve in a way that where you feel more supported and peaceful, where there's a divine acceptance there. So Tamika says the aligned community divine friends, really hit on my desire for meaningful connections, not just communication, but real connection, support, etc. Absolutely. When we connect with other people, we get to experience them and ourselves, and we create this collective field, and so many energies come in. Such abundance. Summer, I'm so happy you're here. Welcome. So someone's asking me a question about the Lindsay Clancy case, men versus women. Again, I don't know what you're talking about, but thank you for your comment. Okay, so now what we're going to do is we're going to, I do want to say something about that comment, because it was something men versus women again. That's not what this is at all. We don't have to be us versus them. This Pisces lunar eclipse is calling us into to see things from a much higher perspective than that, where it's not us versus them, and it's not about who's right and who's wrong. Of course, we can have our principles and our preferences and our values. This is about aligning to a new vision that is different from that mentality that we've had for centuries of the us versus them. This is really about not vilifying, but stepping into your power as an individual and connecting with others who are allowing their soul and their light into their lives. Okay, so what I want to move into now are the individual card pulls that we do. And I'm using a deck that I just love, the Psychic Tarot for the Heart Oracle by John Holland. And I'm shuffling the cards now. And if you want one, let me know. And Kelly says, letting go of anything that doesn't serve us. Absolutely. That's yes, 100%. So if you want a card, let me know. I won't draw one for you unless you type in the chat that you would like one. So while I do this, most of you who are here live, we have met and we've shared space together in some way. For those who have not met me, I'm Lauren K. Wyatt. I'm a professional psychic healer, an animal communicator, and your black belt mystic. And we do these temple steps gatherings so that we can all connect with each other so that we do know that there is a community for us to connect into. And there are so many wonderful places to do this. I felt called to do this for the community, and I'm really grateful for that. Within my professional practice, I offer one-on-one readings. This is a wonderful opportunity if you feel called to go deeper, to understand yourself more, to find out and explore what is next for you, what's going on beneath the surface of that, what we can do to move through that. And I have my Clarity Portal community, which this is a place where we have our online community where everyone can chat about the transmissions that come in. But this is weekly psychic transmissions, a monthly energy forecast, and a daily psychic minute. And it's not just more content. I mean, we have so much content and really good content that's available to us. This is about how we practice seeing differently, relating to one another, and navigating with love and trust and confidence, and that trust in our intuition. So, Ruby, we're going to start with you. One more shuffle. And Ruby, your card is seek. And notice how her arms are outstretched. She is open. She is here to receive. And what I'm guided to ask you to do is to tune in to what it is that you are seeking. Now, you may not know what that is right off the top of your head, or maybe you do. And whether you do or not, do tune in to the energetic quality of what it is that you are seeking. Is it more peace? What would it be like for your soul to be in, like, more a part of your day to day? What is that next up level for you? Ask this question and see what comes through. And it may come through dream times and through allowing yourself to explore something that's new. The number 9 on this card lets me know that maybe something that used to fulfill you, that you were seeking, maybe it has come to its culmination for you. And these lunar eclipses are full moons, and they are about that culmination. Summer, yay! Here you go. Your card is flow, number 10. And this is so beautiful for you. You're just this amazing yoga teacher, and that's a word where maybe, like, we think we know what that is, but you have such embodiment in your field, and you're asked to just really flow with your practice and to really allow your individuality to come online. What I'm getting is your intuition and your connection to spirit is really opening up even more, and you're guided to tune in and to trust that. And I'm seeing some heart openers in your future to assist you in tuning into that wisdom and just listening to what is flowing through you and wants to be seen. There's a message of self-love here, of course, for you to love yourself, and to also assist others with their self-love in your own unique way. Ruby says, what a lovely picture. The green, the birds, the trees. Wait, is culmination good or bad? Well, it can be good, but that's the whole completion conundrum. Like, we can be afraid to complete something because we don't know what the next chapter is going to be like because it's new. But when something comes to its culmination or its completion, we are here to honor that, to acknowledge it, to celebrate it, and to move forward. Summer, you are so welcome. Love you too. Okay, Tamika, win or lose, number 5. Wow. So maybe, perhaps, if there's any part of you that is looking at something in terms of bad or good, win or lose, you are being guided to, as there's a sword here, to pull this sword out of the ground and to open up to the different options that are available to you. And sometimes it can feel overwhelming to have options. The word freedom is coming in here. And you are guided to, like, for you to be free would be to be so aligned with yourself, but with freedom comes options. And that may scare you. But just remembering to feel and to wait and to notice the emotional information that's coming online, and to just be with yourself in the process. This is also about how you may respond to something in the past and how there are new options available for you. If you'd like a card, just let me know. I'm going to pop over here to Instagram. Donna, hi. Okay. Your card, Donna, is reach out. And there's a number 3 on it. And what I'm seeing here is that there are a lot of guides, angels, spiritual support in your physical life, like within your network of friends, but also in the spiritual. Don't be afraid to light a candle and pray, and to ask for support. There are a lot of unknowns right now, and some messages want to get through to you, and they may not have words just yet, but this feeling of support will be yours and will move you forward. You just need to do the reaching out. So light that candle, make that phone call. It's all set up for you to do that. Let me see. Harmonic Light 1. Hello, dear one. Okay, so your card is dedicated effort. And we want you to know that there is something in your life that we want to honor, that this is required a lot of your personal energy and your investment. It has taken a huge dedicated effort for you to accept that you have something to share. There's something for you to be seen and recognized for. And this isn't something that you just do once. It's going to require your consistent effort. So don't rush to completion on this project. And it doesn't have to be just one thing. It could be whatever it is that you're working on in your life, whether it is spiritually or emotionally, being more in your energy. But certainly these projects where this isn't just a one and done, this is slow and steady wins the race, this dedicated effort. And consider what you are doing and offering it to your light and to the divine. This is really going to support you as you create your masterpiece and share your mastery. Okay, so Tamika says, wow, surprising card, freedom and options. So what I want, and yet I can feel it a bit scary in the unknown, but trying to learn to receive abundance, love, and freedom and friendships. Yes. Remember, open body and heart out, and just letting yourself receive, and sometimes noticing the ways that we can push away receiving, and just noticing that we can change our behavior and we can give ourselves grace in the process. KK says, can you move the card so we can see? Oh, my apologies. Didn't see that. Donna, I'm so glad that it resonated with you. It is beautiful and helpful. She says, wonderful. And Harmonic Light, you are so welcome. Thank you for being here. Okay, dear ones. So what I'm going to do now, as we close up our time together, I'm going to draw a card for our whole collective field. And as I do that, I want you to just take a deep breath and know that all of the messages that we had come in, these may have been for different individuals, but we're all contributing to this field. So someone else's message could very much resonate with you and be what you needed to hear. So take a moment to just to receive this transmission and to tune in with what you have received from this transmission so far. What does your soul want you to see? Okay, so the card that comes in for our collective field, and I find this interesting because we had a very similar message in our psychic minute today. The word on this card is confront, and we have number 18, and he sees his shadow. So often we can be afraid of what is in shadow. And as you contemplate what it's time to let go of, what it's time to stop doing, like maybe you need to stop not letting yourself receive, or you need to stop being like so independent that no one gets to support you, or you need to stop being impatient. All the things that Junior, that's our word for ego, can do. These could be things that you're guided to see and let go of, and not from I never want to see that again, but in okay, I see what's happening, and now I can make a new choice. And for some of you, there may be a confrontation or a conflict that is happening. And at the time of this transmission, Mars, the planet of confrontation, transformation, war, willpower, is in the zodiac sign of Cancer. And this could be contributing to this feeling of avoidance around uncomfortable things, or being afraid, or sidestepping issues. This Pisces lunar eclipse wants you to know that you don't have to sidestep anything. That when you confront, it may feel confrontational, but maybe it's just an acknowledgement. Acknowledging the thing will help you to move forward. So, Vonti, you're so sweet. Vonti 87 says, may love and abundance continue to flow into your life, ma'am. Thank you for the service. You are so welcome, dear one. Thank you all for being with me in this Temple Steps gathering. Well, we have eclipse season is ending. Please let me know if there are any topics. And look, as you can see in the background, my Gabelina, my familiar, came to join us. If there are any topics that you would like for me to connect about, whether it's animal communication or these different spiritual subjects or these astrological events, just let me know. And I'm happy to assist with that. And yeah, so this Pisces lunar eclipse released the illusion of control. You do not have to know everything. You don't have to micromanage anything. Let things go, even if the unknown is scary, so that you can thrive and shine and grow. So sweet to see you all again. Much love from my heart to yours. With love and wisdom, thank you, thank you, thank you. Until we meet again on the Temple Steps.